What's going on, everyone? It's Bales, and welcome back to another AFL Fantasy Team Review post Round 9. Best week of the season with a 22.95. So our high score individual sort of round score of the season, but also our best round rank of the season with 1,047. Overall rank of 550. So that put me up 585 spots from the previous week, which was good. So essentially, over half my rank, which was really nice. Back inside top 1,000, and we're back near the top. Well, not back. We are near the top 500, which is fantastic. I thought before the Crows game, I thought I might be able to sneak in the top 500, but I think with Zorko and Dunkley going well in that last game as well, that probably meant I went up a bit, but not as much. But hey, still very, very happy. We're in a really good spot. I'm really liking the team at the moment. Once we'll talk about my trades this week. Oh, touch wood. There's no bullets this week because I like my trades, and I think that it could be set up for a good sort of next few weeks if Carnage doesn't hit. But +3, -3, +3. Nick Dacos on debut as well. 131 points. Very, very handy to have that as a skipper. So he ended up being, I think, like the 9th highest scorer for the round or something. So that was obviously very, very good to have him as captain as well. And pivoting the trades as well, sort of a little bit I pivoted on, what was it, Friday night, Saturday, was it more? Yeah, Friday night, Saturday morning when I saw Draper was going to be out for a bit, brought in. So shout out to Goldton as well. +3 goes to Dacos, but shout out to Goldie as well, because if I didn't get Goldie, it meant I didn't get Dacos, and I would have got English. I think I worked it out. If I had English captain, who I would have gone captain, and I had Sullivan, who would have been my rookie on here, I would have lost 62 points. So very happy with that move. Yeah, Dacos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9th high scorer. So and we'll equal 9th with Jack Steele. But yeah, very happy to have him skipper. -3. Probably got to give that one to... Who did I give it on to on the... Oh, that's right. Harry Sheasel. So, yeah, I'll go more into Harry Sheasel when we talk about all the individual players itself. But yeah, Sheasel's a bit of an issue, unfortunately. 71, played forward most of the game. Only had 8 CBAs. I didn't watch much of this game, so I probably will go back just to make sure and watch his highlights. But it seemed to me like 8 CBAs, played forward. McKercher and Fisher racked up back there, so that's a bit of an issue there. But we will get stuck into all the players and stuff. But as always, if you are enjoying the content around here, make sure you do smash a big thumbs up on the video. That'd be very much appreciated. Takes 2 seconds. Just click a like. It helps out the channel massively. Appreciate, obviously, all you guys' support as always. I do say it every week, but I really do appreciate everyone's support. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. That'd be another massive help. Our first goal is trying to get to 2,300. We're less than 70 away from that. So if you can help reach that goal, we'd very much appreciate it. But the main goal is 3,000 subscribers before the end of the season. We are obviously less than 700 away. Sorry, less than 800 away from that. So we're closing in. But yeah, if you can help out, I know that I think the stat on thing. Actually, no, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just subscribe, like all the video, and then you'll be good to go. But yeah, let's get stuck into players. So Harry Sheasel, 71. Yeah, bit of an issue. So this obviously been a role change for 2 games and a quarter. He moved into the midfield/forward line in the last quarter against the Crows. Didn't score a huge amount of points in that last quarter. I know he went okay, actually. But then it's the last 2 weeks, 89 and 71. 89 against St Kilda's not great. And then he scored a 71 against Gold Coast up in Darwin. So, okay, you could say that game was a bit of an outlier. 89, he's probably still top 6. The reason I think it's a bit of an issue is because he's got a 167 break even. This role doesn't look like changing. And he's got 2 hard matchups. And then he's got the early bye. So he's got the Bombers at Marvel. And then Port at Blundstone. That could be 2 bad scores. I looked on Selby's price projector. If he was to score a flat 100 in each of the next 2 games, he will be gone down about another 80k, which is not great. He's got West Coast after the bye as well, but if he changes role, you can always bring him in back in round 13. I think it's a play to trade him out, and one that I'm looking at doing this week. And I'll obviously go to my trades after, if you didn't catch them on the pod last night. If you haven't checked that out, me and Tim recapped all around 9 and went through all the games, so make sure you check that out. Nick Martin, He's just been a jet. 121 again. He had that 80 against the Dogs. When was it? Round 5. With the 85. Then he got 93 in round 1 with one bad quarter. Every other score's been over 100, and more often than not, he's going over 110. So he's been an amazing pick, and he's 950, and he's looking potentially like the number one defender, which obviously probably a lot of people have Dacos still there, but he's definitely number 2 at least. Dacos might be still number 1 because of how good he's looked last fortnight, but Nick Martin has got a definite shout to be around that mark. He's averaging more than Dacos this year. So it'd be interesting to see who averages more for the run home. But Martin's been great. Young, tough matchup against Sydney. Only scored the 81. I think it was a tough game in general, I think, for the Freo guys. Obviously, with all this, with Cam McCarthy in that. So he'll be better this week. St Kilda, good matchup. He'll respond. 81, though. He hasn't had too many bad scores this year. He's still averaging over 100. He's been good. Whitfield, again, could be a slight issue. I'm not as concerned as much anywhere near like with Sheasel, because Sheasel for a start is 996. Whitfield's already lost a bit of cash. It's back-to-back games that he's been tagged, and it's worked. Giants have lost both those games. He's got the Dogs this week. I don't anticipate him getting a tag. The only guy I could even potentially think that they put on him is it maybe a Harms or a Riley West. Dogs don't tend to tag though, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue. But then again, it's worked for 2 weeks in a row. Could that be a play? He has scored 130, 134 in his past 2 games against the Dogs, so I expect a response. I'm not trading him, but if he continues up to his bye, he could be a guy that I'll move on. I'm not sure though, but at the moment he's still there. Bonner 129, he's been great. He had that 160, that one score of 60 in round 2 against Collingwood. But besides that, he's been really solid. First ton since round 3, which was really good to see. Been an 80s guy, really, for that. And people are starting to go, okay, maybe offload him in a couple of weeks. I think that this has bought him enough time that he's got a good run. I think we hold him to at least round 14. If not, he's buying round 15. We can flip him. But he's the 10th highest averaging defender, so he's not really an issue when I'm looking at it. He's averaging 93 for the season, nearly 94 for the season. So I think he's okay there. Closey, 100. Again, really good for cash gen. Means we probably hold him till he's round 14 by there. He's just been really, really good. Another 100, averaging 81. He's doing everything and more from what we want from a rookie. Roberts, 39. I think he's just got to go. Simple as that. Not really much more to add there. Role change on a wing. Got the buy in a couple of weeks. Break even is 99, I think it is. Yeah, so it's got to go. He's been great though. What's he made? Over 350k for us this year. For a lot of people, if they jumped off last week, it was 385k. He's been fantastic, but it is time to go. Zach Reid didn't play, but he had a good game in the VFL. Could come back in for Eston this week, which is going to be good. Hopefully get some cash gen going from that D8 spot, which I haven't had all year, and everyone else probably hasn't had many. Many coaches have had a Caulfield or a Hoare or him on the bench. Dawson, great. 118 again, just continues to get it done. Averaging 109.7 for the year. He's been great. Very happy with him. He's only gone down 40-odd K for the year now in total. So, very happy with Dawson. Sarong backed up his 141 with a 107. It was looking like another 120-plus score, and probably should have been. Only had a 30-point second half. If he went 50 points, he would have got a 127. As I said, I think tough game for Freo. Second half, he didn't get too much involved, so I think he'll be better for it. St Kilda this week, though, you think it's a good matchup, but if people recall, last year was the first time Sarong got tagged by Ross Lyon against St Kilda, and he got like an 80-odd. So it could be an 80 for this week, but Sarong is still very good. So bloody hair in my mouth, that's bloody annoying. Sarong, very happy with him. Goulden, 95, gave away 6 free kicks. So that could have easily been close to a 120 if it wasn't for that. Couple of tackles, he got high, a couple of holding the balls. Could have easily been a 120, but I'm still fine with him. He's still been okay. Carlton this week, he got like the 180 odd in them in the preseason last year, and then so hopefully he can do something like that this week. That'd be very good. Jack Steele, back to Steele of old, which is great. 131, no strapping on the knee, 13 tackles, 6 marks. Love it, fantastic. Bont looked good for the first time in quite a while for the whole game. A lot of games this year he's been a 3-quarter player like he was at the start of last year. It was his first score over 120 since round 4, which was good. And again, Richmond, easy team, but it was good to see that he still got the 32 touches, still had 7 tackles. still got it done. So 2 goals as well. We know that he is a goal kicker from the midfield. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is the start of a bit of a Bont run and he can go on a bit of a run like he did last year. So yeah, very happy with him. Jeremy Sharp, ecstatic with that. 118, 52-point last quarter, I think it was. So amazing. He was great. Cash Gen's going to be great. I think he's a hold to this round 13 by now on field as well. Nick Dacos mentioned before, 131, high score of the season. It feels good to actually bring in some premiums, especially in the midfield, that actually go big on the week that I bring him in. Last year, I brought in all premiums, and essentially all the premiums I brought in went crap the week I got them, or were very subpar. Whereas this year, Sarong, 140, what was it, what did he get, 141? 147? Something like that. He went pretty big. 141. Yeah, 141 last week. First week I brought him in, and Dacos now 131. So very happy with those 2 guys the weeks I brought them in. Harley Reid, 54. 3 free kicks against. Again, it could have easily been a 70. He's not in my forward line, obviously, with a few things. Had to play in midfield this week. I think he's still fine. I know his break even is 63. People are probably going to start trading him out from now. I just think 3 free kicks against could have easily been a 70, 75. I'm still okay leaving him at F6 for the time being. Because again, unless he's in your midfield, who are you really going to in the forward line? I know you can go to Grind Myers, or if you got the cash to go to Zorko, you could still do that. But Zorko's like 980. It's very expensive. I just think Reid's just a hold for the time being. I think we've got other issues to fix. Obviously, Graham didn't play. Jai Clark, 44. A shame that Dempsey, 49 on the bench there, and Roberts didn't get a 60-plus score, because I would have taken it, and then I wouldn't have got Garcia, but I'll still take the 58, because I could have had Cadman's 25 on field, actually. Gorn, 109. Tiny bit underwhelming. Was hoping he's going to go big. I did see I did see the wet weather, and I thought, could I go Sarong captain? Wouldn't have mattered. Sarong VC or Goulden. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I would have got a worse score, and I still got Dacos anyway. So, but yeah, 109. I'll still take it, and we move to this week. He's got West Coast this week, so I'm expecting a big score from Gorney up against Bailey Williams. He should monster him. He should realistically get 40-plus hit-outs and get a lot of the ball. So I'm expecting a good score from Gorney. Goldie, 82. I'm very happy with that on debut, actually. I think Minimug actually said it on Twitter. Didn't think in 2024 he would willingly bring in a 35-year-old ruckman. And I didn't think I would either. But 82 I was very happy with. If people missed why I brought Goldie in, because people probably thinking, why the hell have you got Todd Goldstein on your side? I saw someone in the group chat I'm in with a heap of people, and people probably heard this on the watch long, so I'm not going to go into a massive spiel about it, but saw that someone said, Mini-Monk, loved you trading a Goldie this week. And I thought, Goldie, that's interesting. But when Mini-Monk far out, this is doing my head in. Oh, must be dog hair or something. Bloody dogs. Animals. What's I saying? That's what I'm saying. When Mini-Monk brings a player in, I take notice, and he brought Goldie and had a look. And then I saw Draper was potentially out for a bit, because it sounds like he's going to have a surgery on his knee, on his meniscus. So I thought, okay, if Goldie can get an 80 for this week, I'd then have Sweet probably coming back this week. We should be back. The only way I'd see him not come back is if they think Vicentini's their number 1 ruck, but Sweet's their number 1 ruck. Then I can loop between Sweet and Goldstein, because every game Barnett plays after one of Goldstein or Sweet. And in this case, this week, it plays after both. So I get to loop between the two for the next 2 weeks. Round 12 comes, I might be able to upgrade one of them, or just upgrade them through the buys. But then again, it's best 18. They're not. They might not count towards my score anyway. So, and you've got, if they go bad, they won't count. So that's why I brought Goldie in, to make a bit of cash. Hopefully, he can get a couple of 80s for the next couple of weeks. Get to loop him first this week. He plays North, then Sweet against Hawthorn after that. So I get to see there. So very happy with that move. Sweet kept him on the bench. Phil missed my trades. Essentially went Williams to Goldstein, benching Sweet, and then went Yo to Dacos. That's essentially what I did. So Sweet hopefully should be back this week. I'd be pretty surprised if he wasn't back this week. Sam Flanders, 98. I think he was on like 91 at 3/4 time, and only had like a 7-point last quarter, which was disappointing. But at the end of the day, 98, I'll still take it. It was up in Darwin. I did think that he wasn't going to go massive just because of the slippery conditions up there. I'm just getting up Flanders' last quarter there. Yeah, 7 points. So he was on 91. So, not a big last quarter, but he still won the top couple of forwards. Along with Isaac Heaney, got his first ton in a couple of weeks. I think he went back, was it back-to-back 90s that he went? Or did he get 100 last week? No, 99, then a 90. But again, he's been an absolute smash pick this year. So he will be one of the top two, not worrying about these two. Jack McRae, 88, pretty happy with that. The thing I'm most happy about was the fact his time on ground went up. So up over 80% to 82%. That was his highest in the last couple of weeks. I'm hoping that, he gets more CBAs, but he didn't get any CBAs on the weekend, had 0. But still scored 88. He's got a toughish run coming up. But again, if you don't have McRae on your side, you've probably got a Caldwell, you've probably got a Moore, you've probably got a Brad Hill, someone like that. They're not scoring much better than McRae anyway. So I'm not getting a huge upgrade in points if I was to trade him out. So he's just there for the time being, and hopefully he can keep churning out these 80s and 90s. Tom Power, 77, a bit the same with McRae. He has only had that one poor score of that 30-odd against the Crows, but every other score has been over 70, same as McRae. Really, who are you going to? You're not really going to anyone outside of him. So Darcy Wilson's been great. Another 87. Just keeps getting it done week after week. What's that? 87, 100, 92 in the last 3 weeks. He's been great. Getting shots on goal. Missing a few, though, which is disappointing. If he kicked these goals, he could have had 300s on the trot. Or maybe not on the weekend. But, yeah, very, very happy with him. He's a hold, I think, till he's round 15 by. And especially because he's a forward, he's quite valuable. Hugo Garcia, 58. Pretty happy with that in the end. So obviously scored more than Dempsey, Clark and Roberts. So I'm happy with him on field. Obviously mentioned Dempsey and Cadman for poor scores. They can potentially go as early as this week. They can go definitely anyway. But I'll probably look to offload one, potentially both, if I can maybe go one down, one up next week. But at the moment they are there. And then Barnett obviously did not play. So that's the team. Very happy with that. As I said before, I'm feeling good about the team. Obviously, can come crashing down potentially next week, but at the moment, it's a good spot. Trades this week, I'm pretty certain these are going to, and I've said this on the last couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure these are going to be the trades that stay because I've essentially planned out my next 4 or 5 weeks of trades. So, trades at this stage, Sheasel is going for me. Going down to Luke Ryan. We'd St Kilda match up this week. I feel like I can obviously make a bit of cash by doing that, but also get a guy that could pop a good score. He's averaging 104 for the year, Luke Ryan, so I'm really happy to bring him in. And then I'll be going Roberts up, putting Graham onto my bench in my defence, and going Roberts up to Clayton Oliver, who I like the look of. Scored 99 against Carlton. Tough matchup, but still looked pretty good. Gave away a couple of free kicks. He's just getting better and better week after week, so I want to jump on him while he's still very cheap. I think his break-even is now in the 70s, so I think I need to jump on this week. He's got West Coast as well, so it could be a good score for him. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below how you guys went in round 9. Let me know your rank, your scores, your +3 and your -3, and then your rage trades for the week. If you've got any trade questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll get to those when I can. And yeah, obviously tomorrow night, Q&A, we back for that again, the live Q&A at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Western Standard Time, so make sure you guys tune into that, and then the trade talk on Wednesday, and then guess what? We're back into it on Thursday again with Thursday night footy. That is... Who's Thursday? Who is Thursday night? I probably should have looked at this before. Thursday night is... Oh, that's right. The other game at TIO, Gold Coast and Geelong. So, yeah. So, not too many relevant players. The Gold Coast, maybe like Flanders and that and Closey. But besides, that's probably about it. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you smash a big thumbs up on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That'd be very much appreciated as we head towards 2,300 subscribers and then 3K by the end of the year. Social media links in the description below at BallsDT for pretty much all of those. Make sure you go and follow me across all those, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow night live for a Q&A. So until then, I'll see you guys then. I'm out. Cheers.